Hello everyone, and here we are with our first episode of trying to get to the top of the Pokemon Champions ladder. Here's the team we're going to be using. It's a menectrtic X team with Charizard, obviously, Blaze, Flareblitz, Rockslide, Dragon, Protect, Aegislash, Save, Psycho Cut, Sacred, Ragnar, King Shield, and then all of the rest is free normal sets, besides that the Sidrive don't Protect one, and menectric isn't permanently recruited, so I can't change its stuff. And we have Adamant Sharpedo, but it's quite quicker. And yeah, let's get into our first match. So here we are, we're facing a ring team. I think menectric goes. I think I like menectric in this matchup over Charizard. I think we could lead menectric plus Ninetales here, with possibly Sharpedo in the back. Yep. And then we need the Sidui to deal with our Charizard. So yeah, maybe Master Ball. I mean, not Master Ball. Master Ball. I want to say Master Ball rank 4. So I'm gonna lead here with these two. I'm gonna Thunderbolt into the Arachnid plus Blizzard to hopefully knock out both. I feel like he might switch here, but I don't think he has many good switch-ins to what I'm about to hit him with. And luckily for us, our Mega Menectric gets the ability Intimidate, which will lower the power of the attack stat of the opponent's Pokemon. So Garchamp's gonna be doing some less damage. So he withdraws Garchamp as I expected, going into Pelipper. Hopefully he still lands our Blizzard here. And he withdraws an Arachnid for Sizzle. This isn't so bad, because we still Mega Evolve in front of Sizzle. Okay. So we Intimidate, lowering. So we get a Thunderbolt off on Sizzle, doing massive damage. And then Blizzard misses the Pelipper, sadly, but still hits the Sizzle, putting it at a very low percentage. So I think is gonna happen here is that he's gonna Bullet Punch into my Ninetales, so I'm gonna Protect it here, plus Thunderbolt into the Scizor, as we talked about as we done last time. I think he's gonna swap his Pelipper out for Garchomp. So he Mega Evolves his Scizor. If you remember, is at -1 attack from the Intimidate. We Protect Ninetales. He protects his Pelipper, and he Bullet Punches, as I said, into the Lunar Ninetales, and then Thunderbolt comes in onto the Scizor, knocking it out. Yeah, this is what Mega Menectric can do, even with a bad moveset like I have. He's still doing work. So I'm gonna Thunderbolt into his Pelipper and actually swap out into my Hisuian Decidueye, because I want to come in back with Alolan Ninetales later, but with Snow up and Tailwind up. He Rock Slides, missing my Decidueye, but this is a -1, as when you swap out you do flinch. No, we don't flinch. And we put Pelipper to 0%. So it's probably going to be Sash Garchomp then, if the Pelipper isn't holding Focus Sash. And he swaps into Arachnid. Okay, so who do we have in the back? We have Sharpedo. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to Thunderbolt plus Tailwind. I don't know what the Arachnid does, but we've won the Weather Tie here, as we've knocked out his Pelipper. He goes for Rock Slide, hopefully no flinches, especially on the Decidueye. He gets a crit on menectric, which is fine if you don't flinch. But menectric does flinch. But the Decidueye does get the tailwind up, so I guess it's okay. And what's he gonna do here? He liquidations, knocking out menectric, which is okay, I think. Because actually maybe not. Because we don't really... Okay. What I'm gonna do here is swap in Sharpedo. And I'm gonna liquidation. Actually, yeah, liquidation. His Garchomp. Plus, I'm gonna Leaf Blade his Arachnid. Yeah, this should be okay, play. This is rain boosted, putting Garchomp at 36%. Rock Slide comes off, does most of Sharpedo's health, but the Decidueye comes in clutch, hitting up a strong Leaf Blade. He Leech Lives. What's his name? Sharpedo, but that's fine. Because the rain stops here, which is good for us. Comes in, what's his name? A load of Ninetales. We're gonna Dazzling Gleam here. Dazzling Gleam. Right, plus Leaf Blade. So we're gonna Dazzling Gleam here to try and knock out his Garchomp. Plus Leaf Blade to try and get some chip damage on the Arachnid. And we have Freeze Dry, which if you don't know, Freeze Dry is an ice type move that's actually super effective against water types. So although the liquidation is gonna put us pretty low at 55 HP, we can go for the Freeze Dry here. Plus, I don't know, maybe a Leaf Blade. But Freeze Dry should take it out if Dazzling Gleam done that much, and this is super effective. Still has Stab. He protects, which is smart from him, just to try and get some more HP off. Because of his leftovers. But I don't think that'll be enough for him to win this match. So he heals up. Our Tailwind is actually gone. So I'm actually going to protect, plus bring the Tailwind back, just in case, because I don't know Arachnid's speed stat compared to Ninetales. So who knows, maybe without Tailwind he's faster. So we protect here, plus set up the Tailwind. So that's why I was probably protecting, just to get more HP and stop my Tailwind. So protective Ninetales. I set up Tailwind. Okay, so we could have just attacked there, but I wasn't sure. He attacks into Ninetales where we protect. He heals up, which is okay, because we can just Freeze Dry. Plus, no, I'm gonna taunt him just so he can't protect later. He goes for another protect, but it's fine. Ninetales hits him with a Freeze Dry. The taunt hits him. And I think this is a game over for him, at least. So we Freeze Dry, plus Leaf Blade, to hopefully get rid of this Arachnid. Okay, Freeze Dry comes off, knocking out the Arachnid, and I'll see you guys in the next game. So we're back, and this seems to be a good game for Mega Charizard, but I still think I'm gonna use Sharpedo, plus maybe the Aegislash, with possibly I think menectric and Charizard in the back, The reason I'm bringing menectric still is because of the Corviknight. I don't want to use what's my HP on Flare Blitz and Corviknight, so I think it would be better just to spam Thunderbolt or even Overheat if that's more suited for the situation. So here we see a lead of Mousehold and Corviknight. So here I'm just going to protect plus swap into my menectric, because as we know, menectric can do big damage onto Corviknight, so later we don't have to worry about Flare Blitzing it with Charizard X. So Basket Legion actually comes out, but Aegislash also comes out, menectric comes out, and we protect Sharpedo, and then he sets up Tailwind. Okay, so this is not the best for us, as we just let him set up Tailwind, but I think it's fine as we can crunch into the Basket Legion plus Thunderbolt into the Corviknight. I don't think he has any ground types, and nothing on his team really wants to take a crunch here. It might be Choice Scarf Basket Legion, but that or Citrus Berry can make a case for both. I feel like it might be Citrus Berry simply because it Tailwind Corviknight, so it wouldn't really make sense. Okay, so he actually flip turns out, getting lots of damage onto my probably Mystic Water then, because of all that damage. So comes out Mousehold, but I'm pretty sure, yeah. So Sharpedo comes next, doing lots of damage to that Mousehold. And he goes for the Brave Bird onto my Sharpedo, knocking it out. But we do get nice Thunderbolt chip. Well, not even chip, it does lots of damage here. As we just saw, it outspeeds my menectric, which means it outspeeds my whole team. Until ones at least, that is. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna Sacred Sword for Corviknight. Wait. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Sacred Sword to Corviknight. Actually, wait, that doesn't work simply because we don't have Protect on menectric. So Mousehold comes out for Venusaur. Roost from the Corviknight is good for us. We get Thunderbolt off, putting it at 3%, and then Aegislash turns in to his sword form, Sacred Swording for Venusaur. Okay. So here what I'm going to do is King Shield plus Overheat, because menectric is going to go down no matter what. So Corviknight actually comes out for Basket Legion, so he predicts my Overheat. He Mega Evolves his Venusaur to the Mega Venusaur, of course. We King Shield here. And then he knocks out the menectric. Okay. Nothing I really could have done about that. Besides, their Tailwind is gone, which is good. So we Mega Evolve Charizard here. And try and just get rid of his Basket Legion, I think. Actually, we can just try to get rid of his Venusaur. I think we need to get rid of this Basket Legion first before we think about Venusaur. Because what can Venusaur really do to us besides Earth Power? Actually, might have Sleep. I think he's gonna have Energy Boost, Sludge Bomb, protect and earth power. See, wave crashes probably doing most of my HP. Yep. Dragon Core comes off, doing a lot. Tabasco Legion. She lower my special defense. Unless you get like a crit knockout here, I think that's a loss. Yeah, I think we've lost. Yeah, that's definitely a loss. So that's our first loss here. But hopefully next game we can win. Okay, so here we're facing a rain team. I'm pretty sure a nice lead here would be you. Plus Zodex with Ninetales in the back and Sharpedo just to clean things up later if Ninetales can do it itself. Because Ninetales can knock out 4 of his 6 Pokemon. So if he brings those 4, technically Ninetales could probably get a sweep here. So he needs Greninja and Thingy. So what I'm gonna do is go for the... He's probably gonna Hurricane into me. Plus Rock Slide here. Because I really don't want to have to take a Hurricane. Because if you don't know, the Sidrai, his student Sidrai is a water, no, not water, a grass fighting type, which is 4 times weak to flying. And we're gonna Mega Evolve here. And get off a Rock Slide.